I never forget when 50 Cent was doing his movie. I did a little research on 50, and 50 said that when he wasn't doing the movie, he was doing the soundtrack. And they said, when do you sleep, 50? Sleep. He said, sleep. Sleep is for those people who are broke.
London thing. This is a London thing. Old school milkman. So it is Friday again. Don't feel like I've gotten much done in the past week, as I've barely left the house and stuck in limbo land. But anyway, managed to get someone that's going to build a spreadsheet for me on Fiverr. So I just got to email him over all the columns. Had a chat with Rory. Wants me to find him a property, part of the first time buyer startup thing. So I created the offer sheet that I can send to the agents. But really I need to get a solicitor to look at that, because there's some uncharted territory there. With regards, I mean, I'm negotiating on behalf of the tenant, but the tenant, I'm not signing the lease or anything, so it's kind of a unknown area. Like, realistically the offer should come from Rory and not me, but I'm negotiating on behalf of him. What's the liability there if the tenant fucks up? I need some terms put into that offer. I don't know if I'm sending it. I do, I'd imagine, but it's a learning curve, so I need to find a solicitor that's going to talk to me about that. He's in dire straits money wise. His car is just blowing up. He's got a holiday coming up. He's in debt with credit card, in debt everywhere really. So it's good. It's kind of pushing me to get my finger out and do a little bit there. So as well as that, we got some odd news with the property. After the 4 or 5 months of the landlord and the shower leaking into the kitchen every time it was used, and he not did nothing about it for 4 months, and then for a month the property was a building site with just rubbish left everywhere, destroying our clothes and everything in plaster. He has he turned around 3 days later and upped the rent, because our lease is up in 2 months, and we replied by saying we think it's unacceptable. We paid full rent for 5 months when the shower was leaking into our kitchen and there was fucking mice everywhere, and he didn't do anything about it. And he's basically sent someone over to value the property to sell it. So after 6 years, he wouldn't even have the decency to respond to our email. Not very nice. I can understand his predicament, but at the same time, he could have just spoke to us. It's just a feeling that he's all take and no give. So it looks like we're moving. So I did spend a good while yesterday looking at properties and stuff in the area. 6 years I've been there, 7 years even. Too long, but it was cheap and cheerful. Plan now is I've got a checkout this morning, and I got the cleaners coming at 1 o'clock. Now it's around 11:15, and I just got to head down to the XL Centre to register for the Surrey 100, which takes place in 2 days' time. That's going to be 5 hours of cycling. Dum dum dum. And this was the show. Didn't really plan that too well. It is 5 to 12. I forgot the keys for the house, so I've got to get back home, collect the keys, get back over to meet the cleaners for 1. I'm going to be late, so literally that was rushed, but I got my goodie bag and I'm registered to do the cycle. So oh well, lots of nice bikes.